So today I'm going to do a quick review and fitting of an Oberon slave cylinder on my ZZR1400. If that's what you're looking for, it's coming up right after this intro. So I'm going to do this video a different way around than normal, so I'm going to do a review of it and then I'll do the fitting side of it. And the reason I'm doing that is, if you look at the review and decide you don't want one, it's a bit pointless watching the fitting of it. So if you just want the fitting, I'll leave a little bit at the bottom of the screen and that'll tell you where to fast forward to on the video. If you want the whole review, then stay where you are. So the main reason for me fitting an Oberon slave cylinder was because mine is leaking a little bit. It's a fault that a lot of manufacturers seem to have for some reason. Not sure why. Oberon are obviously pretty confident, but also they're from the UK, so you've got nothing to worry about with regards to customs or duty to pay or anything like that. We're not going to get held up in customs. In fact, mine was with me within 48 hours of me ordering it, so that was pretty good. And when it came with this nice little brochure showing you all the other bits and pieces they do. There's some quite interesting stuff. I wouldn't mind trying some more of that. Also come with this little poster. If you're into British superbikes, it's a bit out of date to be honest. It's Shaky Byrne and Andrew Irwin on the old BYZ Ducati. BYZ Ducati no longer exists as a sponsor. Obviously Paul Bird's still about, but BYZ doesn't sponsor the bike. And Shaky and Andrew are no longer on the bike. You know, Shaky's doing his commentary bit and Andrew is at Honda. So I'm really pleased with it. You know, you can definitely tell how easy it is on the wrist. It really is easy. A lot smoother, really nice. I've had no trouble with it, I've had no leaks of it or nothing like that, so I'm really happy with it. So if you're still interested in one, here comes the fitting. Well, as you can see, you can actually get to it just about without removing any fairings. But I'm going to loosen off this bottom one just so I can move it out. There'll be better access to this one bolt that's behind it here. So I'll do that first. Well, the first thing to do is to remove this fixing at the front here, and you just put a screwdriver in a little slot and twist, and that pops out like that. You should just be able to pull it out. Pull the centre out, that's it. Then it's just two underneath, as you can see, one there, one there. Just mind on the back of these bolts, there's a little, if I get it out, little spacer. You can see on the back, that'll focus. They can't actually remove that whole panel because of a screw that's under the back, but just loosening that off will give you just that little bit better access. Well, you want to put a cable tie, pull your clutch in, put a cable tie on your clutch, just puts a little bit of pressure on the system and it will save a lot of bleeding on the clutch later on. Right, now you've got room, you just pull that out and you can undo them quite easily now. There you go. Now that they're loose, I'm going to undo the clutch pipe here, and when you do, just you don't want to get brake fluid, clutch fluid all over the place, so just put some rags down, because there's going to be a bit of pressure in there now, because obviously you've pulled the clutch in. So I'd recommend using a ring spanner for this, because an open-ended spanner is just going to bring that bolt off. So, oh, there you go. It cracks eventually. Quite tight there, though. And you can see you've got fluid leaking out there already. Let's take that out. Like I said, you just got to take them 3 bolts out. One of them should be longer than the others. At least that's what Oberon has supplied. So there's one long one. Right, that should just pull off. If you pull it sort of quite even, it is an interference fit, so it's got to come out straight. Ooh, there you go, it's out. Yeah. So this is the new Oberon clutch. It's just a direct replacement. So it just goes in there like that. So you can't actually use the bolts that's supplied. For some reason they don't fit, they're the wrong size. So just put your old bolts back in. Try and pull it in quite evenly. It is an interference fit, so you're going to have to do that. I'll put my original bolt in the top as well. So yeah, just pull it in evenly. And just to replace the banjo bolt, straight in there. And that's it. So it's fitted. Just needs bleeding there. So, oh. It's a tight cap. Oh, see. Now to bleed that, you want an 8mm ring spanner. It's always better to use a ring spanner. You don't want to be slipping off of this. I've got a little bit of 5mm tubing, 5mm internal diameter tubing that is. Right. It just goes in a bottle. So you'll get some fluid in the bottom there, which you need. Right, now you just want to so remove your cap off your clutch. You don't want this running dry at any point. And a little as well. Right, so just fill that cap up. Nice clean fluid, not a difference between that and the old stuff. And you don't want this to run dry while you're doing this. You also don't want to go spilling the fluid anyway. Right, what I'm going to do now is put a bit of fluid in the bottom of the bottle, and it just acts like a non-return valve, if you like. Make sure the tube is submerged all the time. Which is right. Then it sounds a bit strange, but it's pump, pump, open, close. So on the lever, it's pump, pump, hold it in, and then open, close. So pump, pump, open, close. Keep doing that until you get some pressure in it. Pump, pump, open, close, pump, pump. And you can see there's still air coming through that. A little bit more on the top. You just got to keep doing that until you feel a good clutch. Just keep an eye on the top. You know, the levels will go down, so just keep topping it up as you need to. Now if you're having a bit of trouble bleeding it from the bottom there is a bleed nipple on the top. Same as your brakes, it's a good idea to come up here, do it on there. So same again, pump, pump, open, close, pump, pump, and you'll now you've done that, you're instantly feeling a bit of difference on your clutch already. Right, do that up. So yeah, remove that. Right, have a tight clean up around there. Cap back on. Should have a good clean up. You won't know if you've got any leaks. And just check your levels. Put your diaphragm back in and that. Cap back on. Don't forget to replace your little bracket that stops that coming off, and then we're all good. All good to give that a bit of a test run. So thanks for watching. Hope you found it interesting. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Ride safe, and I'll catch you again next time.